Hello and welcome to Traditional Painting the Digital Way. This is where I use digital painting apps to teach traditional painting techniques. This is another quick studies video, and in this video we're going to be focusing on how to do a leafy tree. And so the app that we're using is Infinite Painter for Android. And we're going to go ahead and start with just sort of a neutral background, and I'm going to start drawing the tree trunk. And so this is probably like an apple tree or an elm tree, an oak tree, just kind of a generic tree that has leaves. And so you want to start with a brownish color for your tree trunk. And if you're following along traditionally, you can use burnt umber with maybe a little bit of burnt sienna. And I just want to go ahead and make some branches. And I'm using the filbert brush or old oil and Infinite Painter because I like the roughness that it gives. And so you just want to go ahead and make your branches and go ahead and get the structure of your tree done before you add the leaves. And so then here I want to go ahead and use the pollock brush to kind of give a indication of leaves. And so you can use your bristle brush and just tap down with the bristles of it if you're following along traditionally. And you can use a pine color for that, or hooker's green. You just want kind of a dark green for the first layer. For the second layer, you would go ahead and use a lighter green color, but don't kill all your dark green color. You want to sort of establish that the light be coming from the left side, and then leave some of the darker green and the medium green. And here I'm adding the lightest color, and that would be kind of a phthalo yellow green if you're following along traditionally with acrylics. And I also want to go ahead and add a little bit of some light to the bark. But again, we don't want to cover up all the dark bark color there. And so I would use like a lighter brown. And then you want to add a little bit of some blue to the shadowed side, and that will give you your reflected highlight. And then here I'm just kind of working on the shape of it a little bit more of the tree trunk. Add a little bit more branches that peek out among the foliage. And then if you want to go ahead and settle down the roots of your tree, you would add some grass at the bottom or dirt depending on where the tree is. But I'm adding a little bit of grass to hide the roots and to make it look like it's sitting on the ground. And of course I'm adding different variations of the grass color there. I'm just pulling it up around using a sort of a straight up and down stroke to make it look like there's grass and different variations of green. And then for your final detail, you would add some little detailed strands of grass, and you can probably use a script brush or just put your filbert and Infinite Painter on very thin, on the very thin size. And so there you have it. There's a quick little leafy tree. And if you're interested in seeing some more quick studies, hit the subscribe button. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, and I will catch you later.